What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we've got some big news regarding in the cricket community here. The man Jasprit Bumrah. Well, if you've been living under a rock for the last 12 hours, you would not know that the man Jasprit Bumrah has been officially ruled out of the T20 World Cup with a back injury, I believe it is. It's just, look, just to sum it up here, it misses out of the Asia Cup, which was a massive blow, and now misses out on the T20 World Cup in Australia, where Jasprit Bumrah is not only their most important bowler in any format, in any place in the world, he's just their best player, you know? Like, if you're not talking about batting, he's their best player by a long way. So it's a big loss here for Team India. Just a few weeks out of the T20 World Cup, this is a big loss for Team India. And we just go through some things here. Hold on. Obviously, no Jadeja as well. There's going to be no Jadeja. Which, India, they lose their best all-rounder and they lose their best paceman. They're two really big losses here for Team India. Jasprit Bumrah and Archer during the World Cup. And okay, that's kind of funny, I can't even lie. Just kind of scrolling through Twitter here. We've just got people talking about it. I was trying to find the certain report, but this is pretty much it. So it's going to take about 4 to 6 months for him to recover, due to a back injury. So, man, this is a big loss for Team India. Of course, it doesn't mean that India all of a sudden aren't good. India on paper are still one of the top 3 best teams in the world in white ball cricket. So this doesn't ruin India's chances of winning, but it definitely brings them down a little bit. But again, if there's one thing we know about this team and India's spirit and mindset, it's that it doesn't matter if they've got half of their team playing, they are going to come here with the mindset of everything is against us and we have to win. It's just like the Border Gavaskar Trophy, 2 years ago. It's pretty similar to that. I'm not going to rule out India, not at all. And we just go through here, and this is where I wanted to say, yeah, it's a stress fracture. So I'm actually unsure how the BCCI allowed him to play, in these T20s against Australia when he clearly just wasn't fully fit. But then again, if Bumrah said that he was fit and he was ready to play, then, you can't be angry at anyone. It's the game of cricket, and it's a big loss, but we are going to be going through some candidates who might replace him at the World Cup in Australia in just a few weeks' time, really. We're only, under a month away from the World Cup, so, gee whiz, the selectors have got a big decision on their hand, but we're going to pretend that I'm the selector for today. Look, if I was the selector, I would be finding a way to get the man Moses on Reek's Indian citizenship, and then I would get Moses to play for Team India. But unfortunately, I can't do that. So we do have some options that we're going to go through here for Team India. And there's no one else to start with except than this man, Mohammad Shami. He has the most experience out of the candidates. So, that's probably why he's going to be chosen. But we're going to go through his statistics here against Australia. I have to go with all 3 formats because he just hasn't played enough cricket, in Australia in certain formats. So we're kind of just putting it all together here. So let's do it. Versus Australia, he's played 28 matches, 400 overs bowled, goodness me, 60 wickets, best bowling of 6 for 56, average of 34. Look, here we go. In Australia, this is actually a lot better. So in Australia, he's played 23 matches. He's bowled 400 overs in Australia, 53 wickets, an average of 30 with the ball, an economy of just 4. So it's actually not surprising at all that he is the number one man to replace Jasprit Bumrah in the team. So, I mean, wait, let's have a look here at T20. Has he played T20 cricket against Australia in Australia? Yes, so he's played, here we go. He's played one game in Australia in T20. He bowled 4 overs and he went for none for 46. So that's probably not the best. And that was in 2020. So that's not actually, yeah, maybe not. That's not a good look right there. But then again, it was just one game. And I mean, we're not going to judge the man off one game that he played 2 years ago. So look, let's go through the other candidates here. I've got plenty of people that I think Team India could choose for this replacement. The next one is ooh, I don't know if he's my first choice. I think he might be, but it's got to be the man Deepak Chahar. So we have a look at his T20 international record here, because it doesn't let me put together the formats, but let's have a look. So versus Australia, he's played 3 matches, hasn't scored a run, has taken a wicket, so he took 1 for 29, which, I mean, is pretty stock standard right there for a bowler. And in Australia, he's played 3 matches here, and yeah, was that 1 for 29. So, look, I mean, his lack of experience might be his downfall here, you know, instead of a guy like Mohammad Shami, but I think in Australia, a guy like Deepak Chahar alongside someone like Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Arshdeep Singh, I actually don't mind that. I think Deepak Chahar could give you, you know, something a bit different that maybe Arshdeep Singh is not going to bring. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Deepak Chahar. Of course, seems to be India's next choice guy, in front of like Mohammad Siraj. He seems to be in front of a lot of these other guys. So, yeah, I think Deepak Chahar is another great option. We've got some other interesting hold on. We've actually got the man Mohammad Siraj here, who of course has played a good amount of cricket in Australia. He played, you know, of course, in the Border Gavaskar Trophy just the other year, which we tend to forget over here, but let's not. So in Australia, he's played 4 matches, 140 overs bowled, 32 maidens, which is quite impressive, 13 wickets, best bowling figures of 5 for 73, an average of 35, an economy of 3. Now, of course, this is mostly just from Test cricket, but that's all we can go off. You know, that is all that we can go against. Yeah, I mean, you just have a look here, 4 matches, it's the same thing. So, look, I think the thing with Mohammad Siraj is that he is too expensive at times. He gets too crazy, you know, with his line and length when he bowls. So, yeah, he would not be my choice at all. As much as I love the man Mohammad Siraj, in Australia, would not be my first choice at all. Look, it does sound like he is going to play against South Africa in the series, but other than that, I would not be picking him for the World Cup. I just don't think he's the right option. I think if you're going to go into a World Cup with Mohammad Siraj and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and then Harshal Patel, I think that's going to be too expensive. So I think you just have to kind of, yeah. Unfortunately for Siraj, probably not the timing he would have been after. All right, the next candidate, Umran Malik. Now, he's just pure raw pace is what gets me excited about this man. But what he could do in the future, especially in Australia. Now, he has played the one game in England Can we put all these? No, he's only played T20. So, I mean, look, we're not going off many statistics here for the man Umran Malik. Of course, has played a lot of IPL, but has only played a few games internationally so far, which, might concern a few people. And I think, again, with Umran Malik, he just can be, quite expensive at this point of his career. So, look, I don't know. I think this is a really tough one. I think it's a decision that could really, do well. But then again, it would worry me going into a, World Cup semi-final with Umran Malik as one of your best bowlers. It would worry me. So, look, again, I just don't think he will be picked. But then again, his raw pace in Australia and his ability to bowl 150 clicks an hour is incredible. So, look, I don't know. Again, this is the point of me making this video, is that everyone else can comment on this video and let me know your opinions. So they're probably the 4 top choices right now, right? Siraj, Shami, Deepak, and then Umran Malik is probably that 4th option in line. But now I've got some other options that I want to go through with you guys here. We've got something that, well, some people might not even know about these guys if you're not, a massive cricket fan, like you're not, watching every sort of bit of cricket. But we've got the man, Mukesh Chowdhury. Now, the big left arm quick himself, pretty accurate. I only got to see him for the first time in the IPL this year for CSK, and he completely impressed me. I think he impressed everyone. As soon as he came into the team, he had his role, he played his role beautifully, and just seemed to add something a bit different to CSK's bowling lineup. So, look, is Mukesh Chowdhury going to be picked? Probably not, but I think, someone who's just a big, tall, left-arm quick, he's also going to be playing first-class cricket in Australia, I think, next year. So, again, he's someone who's going to get a bit of experience in Australia under his belt. Just looking at his records here with the ball, first class, look, where's T20? Here we go. 25 T20s. He's taken 32 wickets. Best bowling figures of 4 for 46. Averages just 24 with the ball, which I think is quite good. Economy of almost 9, and has taken that 1 4-fer. So, look, I don't know, with this sort of selection, if they are risky enough to go with it. It's just got his debut matches down here. So, look, Mukesh Chowdhury, I think, is another beautiful option. That could be a big wild card coming into a World Cup like this. Like, no team across the world has seen this man bowl. So I think it would be a big selection for India if they were to go down this road. All right, another one that might make some people not even know who this man is. But if you watched the IPL this year, this is where I found out about him again, is the man Mohsin Khan. Mohsin Khan, another tall left armer who, well, not that tall, but a left arm paceman who is damaging, was really damaging for the Lucknow Super Giants. As soon as he came into the team, he was like one of the best bowlers in the league. It was incredible from the man Mohsin Khan. And this selection to me, again, I think is another one that could be a massive wild card for Team India. Going with a guy that hasn't been seen on the international level yet, but you just throw him into the deep end and maybe he thrives. He was thrown into the deep end for the IPL this year. He performed amazingly. Now, I know that the conditions are obviously different, but he's got a great slower ball. He's got some great pace. And I don't mind this. I actually really, really do not mind this for India at all. He is almost my next choice in line. Like, honestly, after Mohammad Shami and after Deepak Chahar, my next best option I think, is this man, Mohsin Khan. Now, look, are the selectors going to even think about him? Probably not. But let's take a look at his records here. Let's take a look here. So, T20. 35 matches, 47 wickets, a best bowling figures of 4 for 16, which is just incredible. An average of 17. I mean, he's pretty good. An economy of just 6.7. Yeah. I genuinely think Mohsin Khan could be the guy for India. I think he could be, anything. I genuinely think he could be anything. Now, again, these statistics are in India. The pitches are a bit slower. It's not Australia. But if you take 47 wickets and you've got an average of 17 and you've only played 35 matches, that's pretty impressive for someone who hasn't even debuted on the international stage and is only 24 years old. So he's got bloody so much time left in his career as well that, I don't know, this could be a big time selection. That's what I'm saying here for Team India, is that if I'm the selectors, I'm thinking of Mohsin Khan. I'm absolutely thinking of him. All right, the next candidate I want to go through is the man Prasidh Krishna. Now, look, this is probably... I love the man Prasidh Krishna, and I think what he can bring to Team India in the future is going to be important. But I don't think he's ready for that next step. Now, I mean, he is almost 27 years old, but I just still don't think he's up to that, that level of consistency. I don't think he's just damaging enough with the ball just yet. But let's have a look here. So, look, he has played an ODI, some ODIs across the world. Hasn't played Australia in any format, but just having a... Actually, let's go back out to here. Let's go to here. Where's his statistics at? Here we go. I'd rather look at this. So, ODI. I mean, we don't care about ODI and stuff. Let's have a look at his T20. 72 matches, so he's got plenty of experience. He knows what has to be done. 68 wickets. 4 for 30 is his best bowling. But I think this is where he gets let down. An average of 33 with the ball in T20s is just not great. And an economy of 9. I don't know. I just think there's better options than the man Krishna. But I think... Yeah, I just think there's better options than the man Krishna. So that's my take on that. And the last one I want to go through is Kuldeep Sen. Now, he was brought in to Team India during the Asia Cup to be the backup bowler, which I thought was weird and random because I had not heard of Kuldeep Sen for a while. And then out of nowhere, the man Kuldeep Sen was getting picked for Team India, and I thought, how? I haven't seen this man play since 1945, and he was picked for the squad. And maybe that's an indication of him being the next in line for this team. I mean, me personally, I'm not picking Kuldeep Sen, in my opinion. Let's go through the record here. 25 matches, 20 wickets. It's not very good, is that? That's not very good. Best bowling figures, 420. So that's pretty good, actually. I like that. And again, this is where he gets let down right here. An average of 36 with the ball. An economy of almost 9. Yeah, I would not be picking Kuldeep Sen. I think that's pretty obvious right there. So, hey, that will officially cap off the video, guys. Let me know who you think is the next in line. Who will replace Jasprit Bumrah in this T20 side? You got Shami, you got Chahar, you got Siraj, you got Chowdhury, you got them all. So let me know in the comments who should be the replacement. Hey, I hope we all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next one.